I was talking with my sister the other day while she was trying to decide if it was worth spending a few $100 on a power lift recliner for her dad. She kept saying, "I don't want to waste money on something that looks fancy but won't actually help him get up." Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. That hesitation is exactly the place most of us land when a piece of furniture promises both comfort and a mechanical assist. First off, let's put the recliner in the context of everyday life for seniors who spend a lot of time in the living room or bedroom. A regular armchair can become a trap when you're dealing with arthritis, reduced leg strength, or a recent hip surgery. The need isn't just a nice spot to sit, it's a functional tool that lets you transition from sitting to standing without overexerting the knees or back. That's the problem this compact power lift recliner is trying to solve, and it does it with a built-in motor that gently raises the seat height at the press of a button. The lift mechanism is straightforward. You press a button on the armrest, and the seat rises about 3 to 4 inches. In my own testing, I imagined a typical morning routine. Your parent rolls out of bed, shuffles to the chair, settles down to read the paper, then pushes the button to lift themselves up for a quick walk to the kitchen. The motion feels smooth, not jerky, and the chair stops automatically once it reaches the preset height. For anyone who's worried about the chair being too aggressive or unsafe, the gradual lift eases that concern. Now, the massage and heat functions are the extras that turn a utilitarian chair into a little wellness station. The massage runs in 3 zones: lower back, hips, and the thighs, so it targets the spots that usually get sore after sitting for a while. Heat is low level, just enough to warm the muscles without feeling like a sauna. I tried it after a short walk, and the warmth helped relax a stiff neck, while the gentle pulsations in the lower back felt similar to a light therapist's hand. It's not a full-body spa, but it's a nice way to add some relief without buying a separate device. A practical detail that often gets overlooked is the inclusion of USB ports on the armrests. For seniors who keep a phone or a tablet close by, being able to charge without hunting for an outlet is a small convenience that adds up over the day. I placed my own phone on the port while watching a show, and it stayed charged for the whole episode. It also means the cord doesn't become a trip hazard, something that can be a real safety issue for people with limited mobility. Space is another selling point. The chair is marketed as compact, and that's not just marketing fluff. At about 32 inches wide, it fits comfortably in a standard living room layout where a traditional recliner would dominate the wall. I measured it against a typical sofa in a 2-bedroom apartment, and there was still enough room for a side table and a lamp. If you're living in a condo or a senior-friendly apartment where floor space is at a premium, the slimmer profile helps keep the room feeling open while still providing the lift and recline functions. Who should consider buying this chair? Primarily, it's a good match for seniors who have limited leg strength, recent joint replacements, or anyone who spends a lot of time seated and needs a gentle assist getting up. It's also useful for caregivers who want a reliable piece of equipment that doesn't require a separate lift chair or a costly home remodel. The built-in USB ports make it attractive for tech-savvy retirees who still want their devices powered up while they relax. On the flip side, there are people who should probably skip this model. If you're under 50, very active, or you prefer a deep, full-body massage with multiple intensity settings, you'll likely find the built-in features underwhelming. The PU leather upholstery, while sleek, isn't the same as top-grain leather and can show wear faster if the chair is used heavily in a high-traffic area. Also, the weight capacity tops out at around 250 pounds, so anyone above that limit will need to look elsewhere. Speaking of strengths, the biggest win is the combination of lift, recline, and mild therapy in a single footprint. The lift function works consistently, the recline angles are comfortable for short naps, and the massage/heat add a therapeutic edge without needing a separate device. The USB ports and the simple button layout make the chair user-friendly, even for someone who isn't